Hey there, and welcome back to the last week of the regular season for Kyle and Maggie's Money Making Picks. Unfortunately, I went 0-2 last week, but how did you do?
I went 2-0.
So that brings both of our records to 14, 16, and 1. So if we both go 2-0 this week, we'll get to 16, 16, and 1 going into the playoffs, and that's where we make our money. We made you guys wait 4 months to do it, but that's where we're gonna make our money. You want to go ahead and start? Well, first, before you start.
Okay.
It's tough this week, just to let you know, because I'm sure you already know, but there's so many teams that either have something to play for or nothing to play for, so the spreads are outrageous. So our analysis might not have a ton of info, but we're pretty confident about our picks.
Yeah, so my analysis has very little info, and so for my first pick, I'm going with Atlanta minus 2.5 on the road at the Buccaneers. I just feel like they're the better team. Matt Ryan's still going to start the game, so I just feel
They'll play the full game. So
okay, so I feel like they should win. And 2.5, I like that's at least a smaller spread compared to some of the other games this week, so that's what I went with.
Right. My first pick is the exact same as yours, actually.
Perfect.
And one big point that you didn't bring up is that the Buccaneers already said they might try that young third-string quarterback Griffin that they have, and if he comes in, that's perfect. So, like, bring in the guy behind Fitzpatrick and Jameis, like, they're worse than both of those guys. Bring him in, I think the Falcons will be fine. Obviously, if Julio doesn't play, that's a huge red flag, but he usually battles through his injuries, so I think he'll play.
And they've got other weapons up there, so... Okay. What's your second pick?
My second pick is Houston minus 6.5 versus the Jaguars. The spread has actually dropped 2 points this week, and I'm not really sure if it was them starting Bortles, which I would think would make the spread higher, or if it was Fournette getting, like, he's not going to play this week. I don't know why the spreads went down when Houston has everything to play for. They have to, if they win the AFC South. If they lose, they'll be a wild card team probably, or definitely. I don't know why Bortles playing and Fournette starting or not starting makes the spread go down. So I'm going to go with the home team that has everything to play for against a team that has nothing to play for, and it's less than a touchdown. So I will take it. Houston minus 6.5.
I like the sound of all that. All
what do you
right.
got?
My second one, I've got the Chargers minus 6 on the road at the Broncos.
Okay.
I just feel like the Chargers have been better.
Yeah.
I'm just going with the Chargers minus 6.
And Denver doesn't have Philip Lindsay, your boy.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
All right, well, hopefully you're not playing fantasy football. I didn't do any rankings this week because you shouldn't be playing fantasy football into week 17. Like, you don't want to be starting Teddy Bridgewater in your fantasy league. That's why you shouldn't be playing this long. But we do have college basketball is finally back after a few days of being out. So good luck in your pick'ems, your betting, and we'll see you in the playoffs.
And we'll see you next year.